Hey guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching my videos and reading my posts. Thank you for liking and sharing my content. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for... Oh, come on guys. Seriously, knock it off. Anyway, thank you for being awesome. Thank you for everything. Now, I'm giving thanks to you because I'm grateful, but also because today is the 4th Thursday of November, which is Thanksgiving Day. So let's be grateful, let's give thanks, whatever reason we have to do so. Now, Thanksgiving is a national holiday in the United States, in Canada, and some other countries. It began a long time ago as the day of giving thanks for the blessing of the harvest of the preceding year.
Harvest is the amount of crops that are gathered. If you gather a lot, it's a bountiful harvest. Just like here.
Come on, guys, please. Please.
Now, the origin of Thanksgiving. Many people believe Thanksgiving Day originates from the first 1621 celebration in Plymouth, Massachusetts. We're going to talk about it in a moment. But the holiday dates back to the 16th century, when English Reformation began in the reign of King Henry VIII. Days of Thanksgiving were supposed to replace the innumerable Catholic holidays that were celebrated at that time. At least some Puritans wanted that. Then, in the second half of the 16th century and in the 17th century, days of Thanksgiving were called when something important happened that the people of England should be grateful for. Like, for example, in 1588, after the victory over the Spanish Armada. Naturally, this is not the actual Spanish Armada, it's not a real picture. Or in 1606, the year following the failure of the Gunpowder Plot in London. The latter actually then developed into Guy Fawkes Day, which is celebrated mainly in the UK on November 5th. So, the tradition of giving thanks for all kinds of blessings came to the New World with the Puritans. But the first actual Thanksgiving in America is poorly documented. It can be traced to two events. In 1619, a group of English settlers arrived in Virginia. To express their gratitude for being assigned land in the colony, they celebrated the day of arrival as the Day of Thanksgiving to the Almighty God. The second event, probably more widely known to most of you, is the first Thanksgiving celebration in Plymouth, Massachusetts in 1621.
The first Plymouth Thanksgiving Day. What do you know about that? Actually, not much.
According to tradition, it all began in Plymouth Colony, which at that time was a separate colony, but later, in 1691, was merged with the Massachusetts Bay Colony. Anyway, the winter of 1620-1621 was harsh, and food supplies were scarce. It was a difficult time for the Mayflower Pilgrims. But they were helped by the Wampanoags, a Native American people, and Squanto, the last surviving member of the Patuxet tribe. These guys gave the Pilgrims food in exchange for protection against the rival Narragansett Indians. The following fall, in 1621, to celebrate the bountiful harvest of that year, the Pilgrims celebrated the first Thanksgiving together with the Indians who had helped them survive the winter. This is what tradition has to say about it.
But how did Thanksgiving become a national holiday? Well, it took some time.
After the first Thanksgiving in 1621, Plymouth, or 1619, Virginia, depending on who you ask, the day was not celebrated as a regular holiday for years. Occasional days of Thanksgiving were held in New England if there was a special occasion. but the annual harvest festival wasn't established until the late 1660s. Still, Thanksgiving was not a national holiday just yet. Until the American Revolution, Thanksgiving days were proclaimed from time to time by various state and church leaders, mostly to thank God for all sorts of events that were favorable to them. But the first nationwide celebration of Thanksgiving was proclaimed by President George Washington in 1789. November 26th of that year was to be celebrated as the day of public thanksgiving and prayer. In the period between the American Revolution and the Civil War, Thanksgiving was held on different days in different states. By the beginning of the 19th century, it was celebrated on the last Thursday of November in most states. But modern Thanksgiving was proclaimed for all states in 1863 by President Abraham Lincoln. Actually, he was influenced by a writer, Sarah Josepha Hale, who campaigned for the creation of that national holiday. By the way, you may have learned as a child nursery rhyme Mary Had a Little Lamb, which was then turned into a popular song. It was written by Sarah Josepha Hale.
Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow. And everywhere that Mary went, Mary went, Mary went. And everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go.
Anyway, Lincoln set the holiday for the last Thursday of November. Because of the ongoing war, it wasn't officially held until Reconstruction was completed in the following decade. Finally, in 1941, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt changed the National Thanksgiving Day to the fourth Thursday of November, which is how it's still celebrated today.
But how is Thanksgiving Day celebrated? Well, nowadays it's a time for families to gather to meet and share a meal.
It may look like here in this video.
I'm hungry. Where's the Thanksgiving dinner?
I ate it all myself. You were late.
And where is the table?
I sold it.
I want my table back.
I sold
and I
it.
want my dinner.
I sold it.
But if you're lucky, it may look like here. A typical Thanksgiving meal includes turkey, cranberries, and pumpkin pie. Here you can see cranberries. In order to make pumpkin pie, you first have to buy pie pumpkins.
Did you ever try pumpkin pie? Did it taste good?
Now, turkey, probably the first thing that comes into your mind when you hear the word Thanksgiving in the context of food. Well, you have to follow some steps to prepare the turkey. The first step is to catch the turkey. The following steps are too drastic to be shown here. Anyway, you should end up with this on your plate.
And there are many other options as far as food is concerned, depending on what you like. And what about you? Okay guys, I warned you. Come to daddy. Hey. Hey, come to daddy. Gotcha! Sorry for that. So, where did I leave off? I know, what about you? What do you usually have for Thanksgiving dinner?
But Thanksgiving is not just about eating. Many people attend church services on that day. You can also take part in or just watch special sporting events and parades. There's the famous Macy's Thanksgiving Parade in New York, McDonald's Thanksgiving Parade in Chicago, or the 6ABC Dunkin' Thanksgiving Day Parade in Philadelphia, to mention just a few.
But first of all, Thanksgiving is about being grateful and giving thanks. How can you express gratitude in English apart from the common thank you and thanks? There are many options. There are many ways to do so. Here's some of them.
So, if you want to thank someone, you can say one of the following. It was great. It was awesome. It was very kind. It was very thoughtful of you. Thanks a bunch. I can't thank you enough. I appreciate it. I'm grateful for that. I'm eternally grateful. It means a lot to me. You're the best. You're awesome. You're great. Oh, you shouldn't have. I don't know what to say. I owe you one. And there are many other ways of expressing gratitude. Now, after you finish watching this video, just get up and go to your wife, husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, daughter, son, lover, or boss and thank them for being there for you when you need them.
Now, Thanksgiving Day and Black Friday, which is the day after Thanksgiving, also mark the beginning of the so-called holiday season, which is the time of intense shopping before Christmas. But this is a topic of its own. Okay, that's it for this video. If you like it, a thumbs up would be great. Also, make sure to subscribe for future videos. If you want to leave a comment or ask a question, you're welcome to do so. Thanks for watching.